Okay, guys, this is Mr. Wade. I've got some things that I'm going to be expecting from you in quarter four. You know how we use Actively Learn. It is obviously something that kind of continues to grow and improve. There's going to be some things that we'll do, and I want you to kind of pay attention and follow along, do as I do. Down the bottom left hand corner, you'll see independent reading. When you click this portion of Actively Learn, it's going to take you to uh, a place where you're going to be able to select some independent articles, some things that are high interest reading, things that you might be interested in reading, and you have the opportunity to select. There'll be a few things that we'll have to filter out, some requirements. I'm not really that necessarily worried about whether you choose things from grades 9 to 12. Again, it's high interest, but what I want you to do is to start, go ahead and select articles grades 6 to 8. There's plenty there to choose from. And when you find an article, something that you're interested in reading, these things typically don't have questions, but there'll be some requirements that I will have from you. So as you read through the titles, you look for something that catches your eye. You'll be doing approximately 20 of these in the quarter four, and you'll have an opportunity to find something. And what I'm trying to encourage is some independent reading, things that you are interested in doing or reading about. But just as you find one, I'm going to take this particular article. It's something that kind of caught my eye because it kind of has some moving parts. But when I select that particular article, we already have some kids from Milan that have already read this. We will select this particular article, and you can go back and look. We have rating systems based on stars. You can go up to 5 stars, and these are some kids that have read it from our school. But also, you can read from middle schools throughout the country that are utilizing Actively Learn. There are several to choose from. Based on the stars, those might be some things that catch your eye more quickly. But these are some things that might help you select a particular article or not. So if I select that article, I can stay in the library, and since again I'm requiring 20, you can continue to select multiple articles, and you can go back and read them at a later date. But the more you select, they will end up in your library. However, we're going to go ahead and read this particular article now. It's going to take you to that article. And when the article finally appears, what we're going to have you do is obviously read through. Title is, what is your relationship like with your pet? I have a dog named Calvin. Calvin's a fantastic animal, but he still poops in the hallway, and typically one of the boys steps in it. We need new carpet, obviously. But several things that you can do. There are some links that you are encouraged to go ahead and look at as you read through your particular article. But when you are finished, what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to exit out of that article, and then it's going to ask you a few questions, some things that will help future readers decide whether this is an article that might be worthwhile. How long did it take you to read the article? Typically, these things take less than 10 minutes. And again, along with the things that we're doing with AR, this is considered IR. If you can kind of see independent reading right down here, you'll be doing 20 of those next quarter. So I will select that. I will select a rate based on what I felt like it was in terms of a 5-star process. 5 stars being the best, 4 obviously not. So you know what that rating is. We'll go ahead and give this a 3 or a 4-star. Pardon. What makes a good, or what makes this article good or bad? What did you learn that was interesting? And other students that you would like to do. So basically, you're going to go ahead and in that field, I want you to type something interesting that you learned and why this particular article was something that you enjoyed. So when you are finished typing that, you can go ahead and hit save. Or if you have some people that you know that might be interested in this particular article, you can go ahead and you can hit this particular field, and you can add their emails and email this list to them. or this particular article, and if it's a good friend of yours and they're fond of animals, maybe you might choose them, and you can put multiple emails in this field. If you're not interested in recommending this to appear, you can go ahead and hit save, and then that will appear on the field that you saw earlier that showed the stars and the recommendations. So once you've saved that, you basically you have this particular article in your library. And when you've done 20 of those, I will be checking periodically on your IR. You would be finished with this particular assignment. Again, you can read 6 to 8, but you can also read those things from 9 to 12. So enjoy your reading. If there are any questions, feel free and email or contact me. Otherwise, happy reading.